Hello friends, welcome to week 1 update. There are a lot of different eggs that look very different. Let's take a look at a few.
This is a turtle egg. These are frog eggs. These are fish eggs.
Thank you to everybody that made a hypothesis and a guess of what was in the egg.
Chick. That's why I think it's an egg. Dad, those eggs are Komodo dragon or snake. Please tell me or not.
And here I'm going to tell you it's a chicken! So this is called an egg incubator, and this is where we put the eggs into and we keep them warm. So as you can see, we plug this into the wall to get energy, so to use the electricity. Inside here, we have slots where we're going to put our eggs into, and what we use to keep the eggs nice and warm is the electricity for heat, but also underneath here, we're going to add some water down here. And the water is going to make it humid. So when it gets hot, the water, remember we talked about the water cycle and how it evaporates when it gets hot? So the water we put down here is going to evaporate because we're going to make it really warm in there. And then it's going to, when it evaporates, it makes the air humid. So it means that the air has water in it. And that's what we need. We need it to be warm and humid for the eggs to be able to hatch. That's what they need to grow. So we're gonna have to make sure that that middle column stays full of water. All right, so I'm about to turn it on, and I want you to watch what happens when I plug this in and turn it on. Okay, so watch carefully. Do you see the tray moving? The tray is moving because it's going to be turning our eggs. It forces the eggs to roll over. It's very important to turn our eggs because when a mother hen lays on her eggs, she actually gets up and she'll turn and move her eggs around in the nest. So this is mimicking that motion. So we just got our eggs, and so what I did was I number them. So we have 12 eggs that are fertilized. They're going to be put in the incubator, and we'll see how many hatch. Numbering them because and keep track of which one is which and which one we saw moving and that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these eggs into our already warmed up incubator. So the eggs are tucked in tight. So instead of a mother hen sitting on them, we have them in our incubator that's going to keep them nice and warm. Let's see if we can hatch some chickens. It takes about 21 days to hatch a chicken egg. Here's a look inside the egg. Look here at day 1. Inside a fertilized egg, you can see the egg white, the egg yolk, and right here in the middle, you can see a light circle, which is called a germinal disc. That means this egg has been fertilized. Nothing is growing or developing until the egg is in a heated place. So either the egg is being laid on by the mother hen or is put into an incubator and kept warm for a certain amount of time. Then it starts to grow. Already by day 2, blood vessels start to form. During incubation, a very cool thing to do is something called candling the eggs. This is where we put a light up to the eggs and try to see what it looks like inside. Here is a candling chart that shows what we might see on day 3, day 6, day 8, day 10, day 15, and day 19. So we have been counting down the days, tracking it by making our pattern. We are on day 6 and we are ready to check our eggs. So checking our eggs we'll do each week, and it's where we shine a light into the egg and we see if they are growing. I also have made myself an observation sheet so I can check off who we see growing each week and make my observations of what we see. Oh, there's the egg candler. Let's do it. So we're going to put the egg on top of the flashlight and we'll see if we can see any blood vessels. Okay, so this one, we can see the blood vessels. Do you see that? Those little lines going. So in the center here, you can see the red dot, and then there's lines going. So that means it's growing.
It's growing.
It is growing. We can see the blood vessels there. You see the a better camera angle to see it.
It's hard to see it. Number 5 is
Number 6 is growing well.
and there's a lot.
Look at that. So it's right in the middle, the embryo, and then
And that's
the
big.
blood veins are going out. Yep. So we can see all the blood vessels going out, and that dot right in the middle is the little embryo growing. And number 7. Uh-oh. This one, I don't think anything's growing. So on this egg, there is no dot in the middle. There's no blood vessels. This one is an unfertilized egg. So this actually never even was fertilized. You can just see the egg yolk in there and the egg white and nothing else. So this one does not look like it is a fertilized egg at all. Egg 1 also does not look like it has any blood vessels growing or anything growing. The dot in the middle is the embryo, and then all the blood vessels growing out. No, it's
These are the
moving.
eggs.
It's so
Yep.
cool. Can you see it?
Yep.
Here is a little clip so you can see the baby chick move inside the egg. That embryo is moving all around. Do you see it? You kind of see the shadows moving in and out. That is it moving inside the egg. That is so cool. So we checked out all our eggs, and we have 2 that aren't fertilized. They're not growing. We had 12 to start with. How many do we have now that are still growing? Let's figure it out. All right, so we had 12 eggs in the incubator, and 2 of them aren't fertilized, so there's no baby inside it. So we're gonna figure out how many we have left. So we're gonna write 12, because we had 12 to start, and now we need to take 2 away because we want to figure out how many do we have left. How many babies are growing in the egg? So 12 minus 2. 12 take away 2. We're going to subtract. So we're going to find on our number line the number 12, and we're going to do 2 jumps backwards because we need to take some numbers away, right? So 12 minus 2. 1 jump, 2. All right, so right now, 12 minus 2, we still have 10 growing eggs in our incubator. So there you have it. We have 10 healthy chicks growing in our incubator. If you have any questions about the eggs and chickens and hatching and anything about them, please send them to me and I will try to answer your question in my next video. Well, that's all for now. I'll update you next week. Bye-bye.